Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to be showing you how to add a free domain to your website. For those of you who missed it in my last video, I showed you guys how to set up and host your own website for free from home using software on your Windows desktop, your Mac, or your Linux machine. So if you missed that one, have a look, check it out. My name is Dean from dean-joseph.com. And as I say, today I'm going to be showing you how to add a free domain, 100% free. You're basically just going to grab a domain name and you're going to point it to your website. There will be another step involved, which I will create another video for, just to show you guys how to set up your home router and your home device to gain access to your site. In most cases, your website or your home internet, your home network will be blocked with a firewall. So it's just a quick tutorial on how to basically allow access through that firewall to your very own site. Once again, in the last video, I went through some of the pros and cons of hosting your site, security concerns, things like that. So have a look and just catch up and just get an idea of the pros and cons of the setup. But for now, let's get into adding this custom domain to your site, and you guys will be up and running in no time. So let's have a quick look over here. Initially, what you're going to do is there's a lot of services out there that provide this. You call it DNS, dynamic DNS. There's a paid service which is really good, and you've probably heard of it, called DynDNS or DynDNS. I use this for business purposes. I think if I remember correctly, it's about $25 for the year, and you can get up to sort of 25 different host names, all with these suffixes over here. So quite a good service to use as well if you feel like spending some money. But there are plenty of free ones out there. I found one just by Googling dynamic DNS or free DNS service called Dynu. And I've created an account. It was a 2-minute setup. So go ahead and just try this site if you guys want, and you'll be able to get in and create your own DNS setup. In fact, let's just try and see if when I logged in, it took me through a tutorial. But you effectively go to DDNS services, so dynamic DNS services. You can add your own one here, and you can choose your very own host name, whatever you want, provided it's not taken by somebody else, obviously. And you can choose one of their suffixes over here. Now, a bunch of the other sites obviously will have different suffixes. You'll be able to customize it a little bit further. If you want something completely custom and something of your choosing, then I suggest you go and pay for a domain. Also not ridiculously expensive. You may be looking at around, I would say, about $5 a month for some of these services. And if you're hosting your own site, you could find it even cheaper. In fact, I think domain registration alone is just about $10 to $15 a year. So without hosting, that could be your upkeep for your website. But if you want to do this completely free, this is how you'd get around it. And let's just get into it. Where am I going here? I need to find the home page again. Let's just click back a bunch of times. Okay, so I've already created one called deansblog.mywire.org. Pretty basic domain name, and I think for a blog site that would work quite well. Once again, if you're fussy about it, there are other free services that basically you can use. Let me just show you the setup as well, because what you would do is let's just create one called FreeDNS, Glees.com, lose your IP. Let's try another one. Thebestblog.mywire. Let's add it. And what it will do is it actually picks up your current address so that the service will find you. What you need to be aware of is most home internet services, your address that you see there, the IP address that you're seeing on screen, is going to change every couple of days. It depends how frequently your service provider does it. It may be a day, it may be a week.
So this service you will be able to install on your router if you're in America, and it will basically update your address all the time and help keep your site accessible. So effectively, but initially when you get started, it will automatically add your address, and you just save that, and that will be your web address moving forward. So for now, let's use the one I've created already, just because I don't need to create another one. And let's just copy that. We're going to go back into the AMPS application. We're going to go to the home screen, and we're going to go and add our domain over here. So you click there. We've just created, that's not the right one, deansblog.mywire.org. We're going to check, is the domain parked? No, it's not, meaning it's going to install your domain in the root folder, in the root directory. You don't need to change anything else here. Click add domain. You will see we will get an error now. It proceeds with the installation regardless. I'm not even sure why it gives errors. It's just a small bug in the software. But I've had another site running for about a year without issues that I'm hosting on one of my other servers, and the site runs amazingly. I have had absolutely no drama with it, so I wouldn't worry at all about any of these the small errors that you're getting there. And then when you go into the WordPress installation, so sorry to jump ahead, you go back into AMPS. If you missed the last video, you go here, click on the home button, go to blogs, click on WordPress, and you'll get to your installation panel. So click install now. Your domain will show up here because we've just added it. I like to remove the suffix at the end. You can change it to HTTPS, which may not be a bad thing to start with. It does complicate your life a little bit because you will then need to start looking at certificates and things like that to secure your site properly. So if you're just starting out, I would go for just a normal HTTP site, and it's going to just simplify your life initially. If you want to change it later, you can do so. Give your site a name, as I showed you in the last vid, and let's just skip ahead, and you've already watched this stuff. Let's just make it password 123. Once again, guys, secure your site properly. Don't do what I'm doing here. This is literally just for speed and example purposes. So yeah, I wouldn't keep that as your password. And then click install, and it's going to install the site for you. Now, something to be aware of is on occasion the site won't work from within your network because it's looking for that domain name, which is kind of creating a bit of a loop. But at the end of the day, it may or may not. It just depends on your setup at home. Let's have a look. And there we go. We're already in, and we're in the page once again. So let's just add another theme, just so you can see that everything is updating and applying correctly. If I refresh this, you'll see, there we go. Okay, let us try to go in from outside. You guys can't see what I'm typing, but I'm typing deansblog.mywire.com. In fact, if I lower that, you guys can see what I'm doing there. Let's just see if this works off the bat. I've already set up my router. In fact, I need to just do that and spell the domain properly. That may help. And also .org. Sorry guys, I'm on a roll today. There we go. The site works 100%. So that is via the internet. If you tried it now, it would work from your side as well. I'm not going to leave this up and running, so possibly by the time you watch the video, the site won't be active. But I think you guys get the message. So that's pretty much it. What is that link? Let's just double check everything's fine. Everything looks fine. I mean, let's just go into the admin side and leave and just change something. Just let's add a page and just make sure everything works fine. But once again, once the installation is done correctly, you guys won't need to worry about anything. Oh, this is the new WordPress test site. Hello. Let's add a title. Does my site work? And let's publish it. Hopefully it will add it to the menu for us. The nice thing with running this on your own system is it's going to be nice and quick. So let's just see if it's added a blog post. What has happened? Not much. Uncategorized. Where is that blog we've just created? Archives. Okay, I think we need to add it ourselves. View page. Does my site work? There we go. It's viewable. Yeah, we just need to add it to the menu. So these are WordPress basics, guys. But effectively, that's it. I'm hosting the site myself. It took me all of 10 minutes to set up. Once again, try Dinu and you'll be able to create your domain name for free. And then you're going to link this to your IP address and later to the router. In the next video, I will show you how to get your router set up. What I'm going to try and do is get hold of a few different routers so that you guys can view the backends in case it's a bit confusing. What we're going to do is create a port forward, which means we're going to effectively create a tunnel from, if this is your firewall, from the internet coming in, and you just create one little open loop to directly to your website. You point it to your website, you tell the router or router what traffic is allowed in, and it comes through to your site. Without that, your site more than likely won't work from the outside world on a normal home setup, which is a good thing. It means that your firewall is on and you're protected. So yeah, just you can get your site set up so long and do all the design stuff, and then all we need to do when you're ready to take the site live is create that rule, add the Dinu service to your router, and you guys will be good to go. You'll have a fully functional, 100% professional looking website. And that's it. So I hope this was helpful, guys. If you liked the video, please like, please subscribe, leave me a comment if you have any questions, and hopefully we'll address all your concerns and the next step in the next video. Thank you for watching. See you guys in the next one. Take care.